Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the new TMNT Classics Collection RAPHAEL. This is the one based on, as they say, the second movie. I don't know if it really matters. For this guy, some of the other guys have unique accessories based on the movie, but it's basically just another movie RAPHAEL. And I have to say, these are particularly nice figures. They're not perfect, they have some issues, but if you're a Turtles fan, you're gonna want to get them. There's lots of stuff to talk about, so let's just get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 6 3/4 inches tall, right around there. Depends on how you have him posed. Puts him right around 16.5 centimeters. These guys don't have the most paint on them, but what's there is decent. It's not bad, and most of it's molded in the appropriate color, so that does help. It would definitely be nice to have more paint, but given the fact that they have a bunch of accessories, I think I'm okay with the lack of paint. It's alright. So I guess let's just do the accessories first. We have a total of 4 heads. So we have one where his teeth are kind of gridded, one where he's pretty neutral, one where he's got his mouth open on one side only, and then one where he's kind of smiling. So you have definitely plenty of options. You have a little bit of a shield type thing, looks like a sewer grate with a handle on it. Definitely needs some paintwork, looks pretty cheap. You get a pizza, which is just a molded crust. Looks like there's a little bit of paint on it maybe, and then a sticker of a pizza, which I guess that's okay. And then you get 4 throwing stars. So not the best accessories, but not the worst. And of course, you get the 2 sides that go in his belt, which you already saw. So, you know, it's a decent batch of accessories and on a figure that's pretty cool looking, and I'm pretty sure it's going to sell on nostalgia alone. Could it be better? Yes, but it's not too bad. One thing I want to note, I will show comparison photos at the end with the cartoon classics figures and also the previous release of the movie figures. It's worth noting that the earlier movie figures, at least mine, all 4 of them, have almost completely turned white from the mineral leaching, which is really strange. You can wipe it off, but it will come back, and I'm not sure why it happened, but it did, and you'll see in the photos what I'm talking about. Now, in terms of articulation, the head's just on a big ball peg, so you can spin it around. It will look up, it will look down, and it can lean side to side, so it's not bad. Shoulders, standard ball hinge, really good range. You're going to get basically any posability you want out of there, no problem at all. You get your bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, better than 90 degrees, and it's hidden nicely with the floating elbow pad. And then for the wrist, you have rotation. You have a hinge. It's really hard to use the hinge, but it's in there. And then for the hands, you have individually hinged fingers, which will hold the accessories no problem. The thumb has a hinge and a swivel, so that's pretty cool. The torso can swivel around a little bit, not a ton. It's actually a ball peg, so you can lean him side to side a little bit, bring him side to side this way, lean him forward, lean him back, not so far, but it's there because the entire shell moves with the upper body, so that will hinder it some, but it still gives you pretty good range, and I like the way they did that. It's very well hidden. For the hips, it's just a ball peg. Let's get that out of the way. It's just a ball peg in there, so you can move the leg all the way around. This one's pretty loose, unfortunately. It's not terrible, but it's pretty bad. And you can actually rotate the leg around on that ball peg, even though you have that pretty good range. They don't go too far forward due to the shell, but they go pretty far out to the side. They do have a thigh swivel, but it just breaks the sculpt, and you really don't need it, because as you can see, you can rotate the leg without it. So just leave that thigh swivel where it is. Didn't need to be there at all. I don't know why they did that. For the knees, double jointed knee works really well. For the ankles, you have a hinge that lets the foot go all the way forward, all the way back, and it rotates. Definitely need an ankle rocker. Not sure why they went that route, but definitely could use one. And then we have individually hinged toes. So it's not the most elaborate figure in the world, but it's definitely good enough for a TMNT fan, for a Turtles collector. You're going to want to pick it up. I like them. Like I said, they're not fantastic, but they're definitely good enough. So see if you can track them down. You're going to enjoy the figures. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, custom figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. We even live stream every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so try to tune in for that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.